What is going on, everybody? It is your boy B Wills. I know it's been a hot minute, but again, we are back. Another quick recap. Today we going over Power Book 3, latest episodes. Skipped a few weeks. Y'all forgive me, I was living life. We back at it though. This episode is episode number 8. It was titled The Cost of Business. Now, I just want to get into the key points of the episode. To me, try to make this as brief as I possibly can for y'all. Let's get right into it. Uncle Lulu say it ain't so. Damn, Unc, I hate it had to be you. Not Lulu. Not Lulu. What y'all think, y'all? Lulu gone? We gonna hold our hope. We gonna get to that. So we knew coming off of what we seen previously, this was gonna be a heavy episode. It was anticipated to be fire. Last week, your girl Jukebox suffered a devastating loss. She lost her girl Nicole, somebody she obviously cared for, was in love with, and connected with on that level. So we see Juke and Kanan in, I guess, the funeral or memorial service for Nicole. Juke ain't care. She wanted to pay her respects. Nicole's parents weren't having that as we anticipated. Mom and dad saw Jukebox say, hey, you got to get out of here. Juke ain't put up no fight. She was obviously brokenhearted, but she left. Seemed like she was in another trance, in another world. Kanan explaining to Nicole's parents, Juke really loved your daughter. We see her going through that process. We get back to that a little bit later on. We saw your girl Rock catch her first body. Now, Juliana, I believe, who's the wife of the guy that works at the bodega. I don't know his name. He irrelevant now. He out of here. You know, he was putting them paws on Juliana. She was tired of it. You know, Juliana has that connect that Rock wanted to link with and do business with. And she used Juliana to set that up. We saw last episode, Rock told her. She said, hey, you helping me by introducing me to your cousin? Let me know when I can help you. This episode, that came in full effect. Yeah, so we see Juliana serving her husband a plate, breakfast, whatever the case may be. And I thought it was funny when I first seen it because she purposely dropped the plate on him. I'm like, what is she doing? He goes off, start beating her, start cussing her out in that language. And I'm like, what is she doing? Then it hit me. I'm like, all right, she did this on purpose. She runs out the house. He chases her. Boom. Next thing you know, he runs into your girl, Rock. She holding the piece, got the silencer on that thing. And he was up out of here. So we already knew your girl Rock had it in her. We actually saw her get her hands dirty in this one. So bodega owner, whatever your name is, Mr. Irrelevant now. Peace. So Juliana, she played her role. She played her role. She had to fake the funk like she missed her husband, but she knew what she was doing. So yeah, so we gonna see how that builds. If she still has a role now, that she did connect Rock with her cousin to be this new connect that Rock was trying to set up and get situated. We're going to see how that takes effect. And if Juliana is even still around for the last 2 episodes of the season, or is her role suffice and that's it. Now, what happened previously? Uncle Lulu. We knew Rock was going to question him about Unique feeling like he can step to him and get him to flip. Lulu, in so many words, she told Rock, listen. He told Rock, excuse me. I ain't never gonna flip. When I'm 6 feet under, I'm gonna be carrying the same flag. So he knows that Lulu is loyal to the family. Lulu is really, I wouldn't say he's all that Rock has, but he's really all that she can depend on. Because Uncle Marvin is a hothead. He makes too many mistakes. We found out some more info about Uncle Marvin that we about to get into. And Kanan is eager, but he's just too young. So we know Rock is really dependent on Lulu. And Lulu was like, listen, I'm here. I'm loyal to the soil. Plus, we know Lulu got his own plans and ambitions going on. Now, pardon me, Detective Howard, Omar Epps, I be the pappy, Kanan's daddy, is not going to go away easy. He's not going to let this down. Now, we know his situation, his diagnosis, him dying, basically. Kanan may indeed be the only one that can save him with Kanan being his son, but he's going to have to go through Rock to get to Kanan. Along the lines, we see that when Kanan was putting that bad batch of crack out there on the streets, when they was giving them free samples, I forget the dude name, who done snitched though, so he about to be out of here soon. You know how that go. That's a no-no, especially in the Power universe. The boy, Detective Howard pulled up on him. They got word, him and his partner, that it was this bad batch of crack on the street that was killing folk. Ran up on dude, forgive me y'all, whatever his name was. He ratted Kanan out quick. He wasn't ever feeling Kanan to begin with. Boom. Detective Howard gets word that Kanan was behind this bad batch. He pulls up on Rock and he basically tells her, look, I need to get to know Kanan. I need to get to know my son. I can keep him protected. I can keep y'all protected, the whole family. Because we know at any time Kanan can, Detective Howard can arrest, obviously, Rock. But Kanan too, because he has so much info on him. But he's like, listen, I'm not going to do that. I need to get to know my son. But you need to basically help me help you. And if not, he lets you know, look, that's your ass, because I ain't playing no more. Because I got so much on y'all as a family. I'm going to tell everybody that we had our fling back in the day, which Rock was only 16. He told me, I thought you were 17. Whatever, she's still underage. But that's neither here nor there at this point. Who Rock claimed was Kanan's father. What's his name? Def Con. Come to find, he was left-handed. I like their verbiage. He was playing for the other team. Detective Howard like, yo, what the hell? Well, listen, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to tell everybody you was messing with a cop. They'll think you was a snitch. As far as Kanan, I'm going to look out for him. But you need to pave the way for me to get to know him. And we know Detective Howard has his own agenda. Obviously, aside from generally wanting to get to know his son, I'm sure he does. He brother trying to save his life as well. So we going to see how that plays out in the final 2 episodes. Through Detective Howard, Rock finds out that Kanan is behind the bad dope on the street. So we knew this wasn't going to be good for your boy Kanan, nor Uncle Marvin. When she catches Kanan, well, when she confronts Kanan, this was a very intense scene. One of the best scenes I feel like the two had, pardon me, between each other. She's giving Kanan the business, talking to him. Listen, you keep making mistake after mistake, talking about you ready, yada, yada, yada. Kanan is basically telling her, look, I am ready. You are not innocent in this as well. He says that your girl Rock put the paws on Kanan, slaps the taste out of his mouth like, damn, boy, who you talking to? And this is when she comes clean. She said, I keep cleaning up your mess. So first, you got the Buck-20 situation. D-Wiz. The trap house getting invaded. Now this, with the bad batch on the street. When she says that, so she finally let it be known to Kanan. He was taken aback that she was behind D-Wiz's death. And she basically tell him, yes, I took D-Wiz out to save your behind. So Kanan, he already knew this, but now he gets to see again just how cold Rock truly is. And we are going to see now, because this episode, with Kanan finding out the truth about D-Wiz, with Juke finding out the truth about what really happened to Nicole, that it was Kanan's bad crack that she got exposed to, although she stole it out of Juke's bag. They both suffered the devastating losses, but also news that we know will change them going forward. And it's interesting to see how Kanan reacts towards his family now. If he can fully, really put this behind him, trust and forgive Rock, his mother, moving forward. I don't know. So that was that. Kanan and Jukebox, obviously, very close. We see them get closer. Kanan legit feels sorry for what happened to Nicole. He's at a loss for words. Juke says, look, Kay, I can't even blame you. I can't even blame myself. Look at where we from. This episode was heavy because your girl Jukebox goes through it. The young lady playing Juke is killing it. When she broke into her parents' house, first of all, she busted that window. When Nicole's parents came up in the crib, like, they don't care about that window being gone. That's just damages they got to pay for. Juke ran into the house. I'm thinking she just was going to go get the coat that she gave to Nicole and then dip. That wasn't what happened. She spent a lot of time in there, too much time. She found the tape of them singing, and she just broke down. And your girl, Juke, was just in a trance throughout the whole episode. I'm like, baby girl, you need to get up out of there. You spending too much time in the house before you get caught. We knew she was going to. She got caught. Nicole's father actually seems like he's kind of, I don't want to say sympathizing, but he doesn't really want to be harsh towards Laverne, a.k.a. Juke. It's Nicole's mother who is just honestly the worst at this point to bid. Just that gives the girl the riot axe and is really blaming her for the loss of Nicole. Long story short, they call the police. Your girl Juke gets taken away. We later see that the cops that arrested Juke initially let her go. They got a tip from a detective saying to let her go. It's interesting to see who that was. If that was Detective Howard or if it was his partner. Forgive me, what's her name? Detective Burns, the female, the lady. Some of the names I can't keep up with, but y'all know, because she did say she will be there if Juke needed her to talk to. So we will see how that takes effect. I'm assuming that's who it was, and it wasn't Detective Howard. It could have been either or. But them doing that favor for Juke, we can expect that they will want something in return. And yeah, we'll see how that plays out. And to see how that story builds into, I think that's going to have a lot to do with not only what Juke is experiencing in her life, her losses, but how she works with the detective and Detective Howard moving forward, the police. We're going to see how this builds to her actually leading and becoming a cop herself. Still that story to be told, as I'm sure we'll get into. Last but not least, Uncle Lulu. Unique said last episode, when Uncle Lulu didn't take his offer, he can't be responsible for what happens next. We saw your boy Unique was on one in this episode. Said things was about to get real smoky. And that it did. Your boy Lulu. We ain't even gonna get into all that, what's going on with him and Jessica and Famous and all that, because we get into that next time. Lulu in the crib chilling. Isley Brothers. Footsteps, babe. In the dark. In the dark. Rock calling him. Lou, you on deck? Lou says, Rock, I'm off tonight. There you see Unique's men, henchmen, pull up. Set Lulu's house ablaze. Start blasting off shots. It did not look good for your boy Lulu. But what we want to know is if Uncle Lulu survived or not. You guys, let me know what you think. Lulu, he tried his best to go out like a G. But you know, with the smoke and all that, and flames, his breathing and all that, he fired some shots back. But as fate would have it, your boy Uncle Marvin, who was exiled by Rock, excuse me for forgetting that part. That was a sad scene. Sorry, y'all, backtrack a little bit. When Rock told Uncle Marvin, look, I can't deal with you no more. You done made too many mistakes. You got my son involved in too many mistakes. You too much of a liability. We found out that Uncle Marvin was the result of himself going to jail previously. And he's still making the same mistakes. You couldn't help but feel bad for him in that sense because he just wanted to prove himself. He's like, yo, Rock, I got this. I'm a gangster. I do gangster things. She's like, no, I'm not dealing with you. And she wasn't playing. So when he happened to pull up to Lulu's house and Lulu was getting, you know, it was perfect timing. He was there to save his brother, get him up out the house. But we don't know what is going to happen with Uncle Lulu moving forward. So y'all let me know, do you guys think Lulu is dead? Or y'all think he will survive? I think Uncle Lulu will survive. It's too early for your boy. to go out like that in season 1 is very early. We like Uncle Lulu. I think he will survive. I think it's just gonna bring more hell on Unique and his organization because you ain't get the job done. So Rock and them ain't going out like that. And it's interesting to see what happens now with Uncle Marvin. Uncle Marvin is going to be on his thing. He about to turn up these last 2 episodes, and Rock is going to be forced to use and need Uncle Marvin again with Lulu as he with Lulu being down and recovering from his injuries. So yeah, that was that in a nutshell. That was episode 8. My recap and thoughts on the episode. You guys comment, let me know what you think below. If you like these power recaps, if you guys are feeling the series so far, comment below, let me know your thoughts and predictions. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe for me, and I will see you next time. Peace.